Hi, I'm Terry Kolath, and I'm here today with Penny Modrich of Nautilus. You may know her as the Apple iPad lady, as hundreds of residents do. Thanks for joining me, Penny.
Well, thanks for that great intro, Terry. It's wonderful.
At least hundreds of people have been helped by you over the years. It's fabulous what you've done to introduce people to technology that really brings life quality.
Well, really, there is so much out there that is you're able to bring it into your home. You don't have to go out and get it, and you don't have to be isolated from the world. You actually have it right there in your hands.
Isn't that amazing?
I think it is. I'm glad I'm living during this time.
Sure. And do you remember when you first got involved with technology?
Yes. With the iPad, that was my birthday. My daughter gave me an iPad for my 70th birthday, and I was shocked. I didn't know. I'd always been a PC person. Whoa, did I have a lot to learn. And it was wonderful. I've taken it up ever since then, and I'll parade one around and brag about it all the time if I can.
And you have the attitude that I'm going to master this. I'm going to get the most out of it I can. That's a hard attitude to get because there's a steep learning curve for people that have never had have never perceived they had any abilities with technology.
Right, but they have their finger, they have their eyes, and they have a want. They want to do something, and there it is. They're able to do it. It's so much easier than the computer was, really, in the way of learning, because it's all right there in front of you. And there are so many people here who can help you to learn about it.
Well, that's because you've taught so many people. Well, actually, really, you and Bruce Finley and Bob Jakubiak joined you, have been offering classes to get people started with things. But I think the most wonderful thing you did, in my opinion, is you added clinics. You added the first, you called them an emergency walk-in clinic.
Yes.
And I thought, you know, how wonderful is that? Because I've over the years used you as my emergency walk-in clinic. Penny, this happened, what do I do?
Exactly.
And I think, you know, this is exactly what we need. We need to be able to, in our use, find out something we want to do and ask somebody.
Right.
And get their attention one-on-one, and that's what you do in these clinics.
Well, that's just it. I was noticing in the classes that more people needed one-on-one work. They needed to be able to ask questions and not be embarrassed in a setting, you know, in a group setting. So it was in my mind that there had to be a better way. And I thought, well, when you have something wrong with you, an illness, you don't go to the hospital, you go to your doctor. And you say, Doc, what's wrong? Then if you need to go to the hospital, the doctor sends you. So at the clinic, this is what happens. People come in, and we try to help them with their problem. Sometimes it's very, very simple, and they're on their way within minutes. And sometimes it's a little more complicated. And then there are times when something has happened. They didn't do it, but something has happened. And yes, it does need a trip to the hospital. So what I've been able to do is take it over to Best Buy and get the problem fixed there without having to go all the way down to Coconut Point or having the people worry about how am I going to get there. I have not most, but a lot of my residents that I deal with are in assisted living. And a lot of them don't have cars. They've given up driving. So it's a matter of how do I get there? So Steve and I nicely.
The Helpmobile.
The Helpmobile, yes. We're our own geek squad.
That's wonderful. Well, I know everybody who teaches technology has taken the summer off, and I applaud you because everybody needs to rest and rejuvenate, especially doing that one-on-one work. It's not as easy as it sounds.
No, you really have to rack your brain sometimes and figure out why is it doing that? What happened before, which of course no one remembers, but something happened.
Right.
And so it does, how can I say it? It is tiring, but in a good way.
Yeah, it is. And the other thing is this curve we have to climb. We have to get over being ashamed to not understand technology. I mean, it came to me one day that people practice medicine, they practice law. If they can be practicing, I
Why
could be
can't we?
practicing technology, right?
Exactly. And with the
It requires practice.
and with the speed at which technology is changing the world, we really are still practicing, because many times a question or a problem will pop up I'd never seen before. So we had to walk it through, think about it, and, well, what could this possibly be? And hopefully work it out. Then it might require a trip to the hospital.
But not often.
No.
Most of the time, we're putting one bit of knowledge on top of another bit of knowledge. Our confidence is growing. Then we'll try something else, and we'll try something else.
Yes, and people are finding that, oh, that's how it's done, because they're sitting working with you right at that time and watching what you're doing. And then the next time they'll say, well, I tried that, and it didn't work.
Exactly.
They did it on their own.
Yeah.
But at least I know where we're at then.
It's fabulous. Well, I just want to, first of all, tell people that this clinic is happening every Saturday.
It'll be every Saturday beginning May 19th.
So it's every Saturday, and you're going to be in the teaching center right in the middle of the tunnel on the island.
Yes, correct. It's going to be close quarters, but we will work it out.
Sure, there's a little waiting area in front if you have a lot of people waiting to come
Yes.
in and do the clinic.
We'll have to give out numbers again.
Yeah.
There will be 5 or 6 people helping me, also
Sure.
during the help. So there won't be a long wait.
Nope, and they can come to your clinic anytime between 1:15 and 2:45 on Saturday.
Yes, and please remind them to bring their password, their Apple ID and password.
You
That
heard it
is
here.
so important.
Apple ID, password, and your own unique individual question. Saturday afternoon, Teaching Center in the Island Tunnel. You will meet people like Penny Modridge and other wonderful volunteers who are going to share knowledge with you, one-on-one, to increase your interest and enjoyment of technology.